This is KHQA Overtime with Chris Dewar. Brought to you by Con Communications. This is KHQA. It's your news now.
And welcome one and all to Overtime, where we are wishing a happy Father's Day to all the pops, dads, and grandfathers out there. Hope it's a good one on Sunday. This is also your friendly public service announcement, T-minus 13 days and counting until Do or Die Bowl number 9. The Tri-State's premier high school football seniors will gather in Hannibal on June 28th to settle the matter of where the best football is played in our area, east or west of the Mississippi. Kickoff is now at 6 p.m. this season, and tickets are now available online at connecttristates.com for the reduced rate at this point of $8. They are $10 at the door. Now on tap tonight during this quality 30-minute local sportscast, we survey the surprisingly vibrant culture of men's fast-pitch softball right here in the Tri-States. Plus, our summer pigskin preview tour continues today with a look at some of the more traditionally strong area powers to our east. And we've got yet another battle of the paddle on deck, or at least we thought we would, before Mother Nature rolled in. But we start tonight with basketball, and while ordinarily summer camp ball isn't typically headline-generating material, a pairing today at Quincy University Team Camp certainly piqued our interests. If Payson Seymour and Palmyra aren't the two very best teams in our area, on paper at least for next season, they at least belong with Canton as the de facto Big Three. And the chance to see them wage war head-to-head today, too intriguing to pass up. So away we go in this one. And this turned out to be a dandy battle, living up to the intrigue. Dalton Edwards with the take early, and the bank shot magic for him. Payson by 3 early. Here comes Brock Butler, though. Off the steal, going, coast to coast in this one. And hitting the floater at the other end. Back and forth in the early moments of the first half. Cody Hildebrand, boy, he's good. And all he does is knock down buckets. Great take for him along the low blocks. But you know what? Palmyra had answers in this one from the outside off the assist from Brock Butler. The Butler did it. Jordan Nutt with a three-pointer right there. How about some dunkage? Gage Klitz doing what he does, getting up to get down. Again, a tight game at this point, but Butler is about to blow this thing wide open with another long-distance three. It's 19-12 Palmyra at that point. You know Payson wasn't going to give up. They certainly did. More of Mr. Hildebrand right here on the take. And how about a little contact at the end of it? Bucket, Band-Aid, three-point play. The lead cut down to 4. Jordan Nutt answers right back. He was knocking down threes like mad in the first half of this game. Cody Hildebrand just kept answering in this one. Another big take, triple dribbling around people at that point and pulling up to knock down the jump shot. More Dalton Edwards in this one as Palmyra's lead would be cut to a low in the first half of 26-21. Great spinorama move right there. And then, I lied. The lead would get even lower right here on a Mr. Hildebrand steal. Are you kidding me at the other end? It's a three-point game at 28-25. And then Palmyra decides to pull away in this one. Taylor Leftwich going to do some work at the end right here as this ball's going to come free. Palmyra's going to transition, and Mr. Leftwich is going to set up left wing appropriately enough and drain the three right there. Hildebrand would answer, but Palmyra about to go on a flourish as well. More for Mr. Hildebrand. Great take for him again. It's a 39-28 lead for Palmyra at this point. Matt Hettinger, he's going to be free and knock down a triple as well. The threes flying today for Palmyra as they make a statement in Summer League ball, and they beat a very good Payson Seymour team today. Final count in this one was 54-42. Meanwhile, later in the day, it was my friends, the Buligs and the Hildebrands, watching Keokuk and North Shelby going at it. Johnny Dahl doing Johnny Dahl things at this point. That's a bucket. Band-Aid and a three-point play for him. More from Dahl, spot-up jump shooter. He's got that in the repertoire as well. And how about some more Dahl? Up and under on the attack. Little teardrop fun. All of Dwayne Wade. The good stuff right there. The other end, though, good stuff as well in this one. Lucas Daniels with the take and the three-pointer for North Shelby. His second attempt, not quite as good, and that means transition basketball for Keokuk as Chris Jones going to take it floor length, draw the contact, and get the and one at the other end. Keokuk's lead 7 at this point. Here comes North Shelby. Dylan Metis going all the way in transition and finishing strong. The other end, more answers. This time from, you guessed it, Johnny Dahl. Another up and under move, another Three-point play at the line. Dalton Metis, though, going to answer at the other end. Great pump fake from him. Oh, great scoop shot as well, as that would fall the lead, cut down to 4. How about some defense from Johnny Dahl as well? Listen, you can hear it. A smack so big, it made an echo in Pepsi Arena. We'll take a look at it in slow motion, this time without the sound. Look at Johnny Dahl getting up and throwing that ball to the back end of the gym. That's phenomenal stuff right there. Dante Davis coming up with the dagger here for Keokuk in the late part of the second half. Beautiful three-pointer from him as Keokuk ends up winning by 9. Good stuff today all the way around. Our best to Quincy University for doing a fantastic job staging this great two-day event. It was fun stuff to cover all the way around. Some baseball today. First of all, as I mentioned off the top, no Gems and Cavemen tonight. That game rained out. No makeup date has yet been set. In Legion ball today, Pittsfield hosting a pair against Quincy's under-17 team. In the first game, Quincy losing big 9-3. As you see right there, Jonah Molesky with 2 doubles in that game and 2 ribbies to lead Pittsfield to the victory there. Not a lot of hitting in the second game despite the score. Pittsfield had just 4 hits, but they made the most of them, beating Quincy to get the sweep. Final count in this one sees Pittsfield win 6-5. As I mentioned, Dylan Reel, really good day at the plate with a double and a couple of RBIs. By the way, we also had football today over in Springfield, at least for 3.5 quarters before the Lightning came. It's the 25th annual, I believe, West Central All-Star Game. The North squad, with some of our local players, ends up beating the South squad 31-17. Again, it was rain shortened in that affair, but Tanner Huddleston, the outstanding quarterback from Concord Triopia, who will play in the Do-or-Die Bowl, had a pair of touchdown passes, one of 70 yards, one of 19 yards, and Routes Nick Lonergan had a pick-6 interception in this one as well. So a pretty darn good day all the way around there as well. More football for you now. 7-on-7 affair today over at Illinois College. That means we check in with the Jacksonville Crimsons taking on Civic Memorial. Mark Grounds has a quarterback battle brewing. It's a good one between this guy, Zach Lonergan, with a great, well, not a great pass, but a great catch there by Connor Stremlau at the other end for a touchdown, and Bryce Schnitger. Both guys got starts, won playoff games last year. Look at the catch there from Blake Hance, though. The big tight end headed to Northwestern. He's going to be an offensive lineman, which means he won't be making catches like that next year. Great defense as well, this time against Sacred Heart Griffin. This is Cody Wood breaking up a pass to Malik Turner, who has an offer from Illinois. Great defense right there by Mr. Wood. More from Blake Hance. Man, this kid can play. We slow it down to show you the one-handed grab. That's 6'6", 250 pounds of tight end right there, and he is skilled. More to come in this one. We talked about the two guys battling at quarterback. If Zach Lonergan loses, he'll play wide receiver, and he's a good one. Great catch right here from Bryce Schnitger as he takes that to the house as well. Then Zach Lonergan doing some throwing. I'll tell you what, when you have Blake Hance, you just continue to hit him often because no one can defend him. He's just making defensive backs look silly in this one, as Jacksonville's passing game looked really good in the 7-on-7 today. How about route? A chance to check in with new coach Heath Wilson. His team taking on Sacred Heart Griffin's JV at this point, playing some good defense, as that's Ben Whalen, the super speedy linebacker, with a pick-6 interception. Triopia also in action today against Greenfield. Tristan Wise to the air. Dakota Jacoby with a beautiful catch right there as he gets good stuff going. And Levi Job also doing some nice work in this one for Triopia as well. Plenty more football to talk about in the coming days as well. And we've been running a little football web poll at our Facebook page, or at least at my Facebook page. The first week we did this, we asked you to pick the best running back in the Tri-States, completely on your vote. And based on what the people have said to this point, Jacob Trump from Clark County is your pick as the #1 returning running back in the area. The outstanding junior, about 190 pounds, super tough linebacker as well at Clark County, who had 94 tackles last season. Wins by a very slim margin over Macon's Chris Little, who's a really versatile, ubiquitous back. I believe Chris Little finished with something like 600 or 700 yards last season in Macon's by-committee attack, but he's probably going to be more of a solo artist this year. Centrals, Bobby Keltz, who had 600 yards but will be the man this year for the Panthers as their feature back, finished 3rd, and Caleb Kaiser from Palmyra, the speedster, finished 4th. If you go to our Facebook page right now, you can cast your vote for the best wide receiver in the area. That poll we'll talk about on Overtime right here next week. And we'll have more Overtime for you coming up after this.
You're watching KHQA Overtime with Chris Dewar. Brought to you by Con Communications.
And welcome back to Overtime, where it's time now to unveil our latest Con Communication Connection nominee as we gear up for one final mega drawing here at the end of June. Here's how it goes. We give you a chance to choose the best highlight connection of the month from a host of weekly nominees. All you have to do is log on to connecttristates.com that last week of June and pick your favorite from a plethora of great offerings. But not only do you get to pick the winner, by voting, you yourself become eligible for a random prize package from Con Communication. Pretty much a no-brainer tonight. If we're showing you sound, or if at least we're letting you listen to a block, it's pretty darn good. Hello, Johnny Dahl. I mentioned him doing Johnny Dahl things. That block was absolutely ridiculous. I have never heard Pepsi Arena echo like that. And, you know, Johnny's obviously a great scorer, known for his prowess from the three-point line. He might be garnering a reputation as a bit of a defensive player and a shot swatter after this one. We're sorry for posterizing kids from North Shelby, but this is just too good to pass up. Again, Johnny Dahl, your latest nominee for the Con Communication Connection for the month of June/May. It's been a big one.